Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy may have a 5-word response to Taylor's huge heart threat. Steffy may get updates on who Taylor's really into and spell out what her mama must do. Steffy has formerly been fumbling to find out if there might be a new man in Taylor's life. Taylor hasn't said anything about her growing passions for Cleric, which is accessible considering they're unhappy at this point. Cleric has been Taylor's case and also happens to be married to Sheila, so Taylor's trying to fight the deep bond that's forming. Resistance may be futile since it clearly seems like the show wants to explore Taylor and Deacon as an implicit couple. Taylor wouldn't be suitable to hide how she truly feels about Cleric ever, so what happens when Steffy finds out the verity? Steffy will have a pound over the whole situation and decide whether she thinks Deacon could be a good match. Part of Steffy might have enterprises about Taylor dipping into Brooke reject pile, especially considering his once miscalculations and former taste in women. Steffy might also worry that Deacon is just trying to manage after completely realizing Sheila's excrescencies. It may feel like Deacon is on the answer and has latched into the first normal, kind woman he could find. Steffy could admit Deacon would be trading up as far as she's concerned. Still, Steffy might yield on offering her support, if Taylor does end up pursuing this new romantic route. Steffy wants Taylor to be happy above all additional and may be okay with her courting Cleric if he can fill the void in her heart. There's one thing Steffy will surely want Taylor to flash back if she's going to get together with Cleric. That brings us to the 5-word response that Steffy might deliver: watch your reverse with Sheila. Taylor seems poised to go from the idol who saved Sheila's marriage, at least in Sheila's mind, to the other woman who put the final nail in her relationship's paw. Steffy may advise Taylor that being with Cleric means accepting that she's got a target on her reverse. Both Taylor and Steffy know exactly what Sheila is able of, so Taylor would be wise to be careful. Sheila may spin out if Taylor and Deacon end up together. Elektra makes a big move. Taylor shares an interdicted cotillion with Cleric. Taylor, who feels chemistry for Deacon, and he feels that same way. Still, a relationship wouldn't be applicable on so numerous situations, like the croaker said. Cleric is Taylor's case. There's also the history between Taylor and Sheila which makes this union dangerous. Cleric and Taylor are at Il Giardino together. They're slow dancing with their faces veritably near. Is Sheila going to come out and catch them together? Cleric should no way have reunited with Sheila if Taylor is the person he wants now. That might ruin Sheila's redemption and could get Taylor killed. At Forrester Creations, Steffy can't stop allowing about her mama. Steffy and Taylor have always been extremely close. So, the fact that she no way mentioned Deacon is troubling her. When Hope enters the CEO office, Steffy starts peppering her with questions. The only thing that Hope can say is that Remedy has been helpful for Cleric. Elektra makes a big move. Despite all the Luna fermentation, Elektra decides to take the coming step with Will. Will and Elektra partake a print of themselves on social media. In the image, they big grins as they pose in front of a house, presumably their new home. A captivity guard shows Luna the print, which has the capture freaking out. Luna can't believe that Will is making a home with Elektra. Also, she desperately declares that she's got to get out of captivity. Chances are that Luna is going to tell her cellmate to beat her up again. This time, could there be injuries to the stomach? That clearly would put Will, Bill, and Katie in a double bind. There should also be some further marriage planning for Hope and Liam. Carter will continue trying to prove himself to Daphne. Remy was straight. Still, after getting arrested, the youthful man discovered he was gay and is now with Deke. Still, could Remy be confused formerly again and find himself drawn to Elektra again? If the new couple breaks up, Elektra is determined not to let Luna ruin her relationship. Indeed, though Luna's baby will be born, Will wouldn't have to raise that child. Ivy advised her bastard that this could be further than what she can take, especially when the baby is born. Elektra knows it'll be delicate, but is hoping everything can work out. The youthful lady isn't considering many effects, however. Despite Will being his son's family due to the planned relinquishment, he'll be around that baby every day. What if that child ends up looking exactly like Luna? That would be a diurnal memorial for both Will and Electra. When the child is colicky or sick, Will could have to step by. Occasionally there's only one person who can calm a baby, and what if that person is Will? Indeed, though Bill and Katie will raise the child as their own, I can't see Will just viewing the baby as his family. That could lead to Will living a bit of a double life. Electra and Will told Deke each about Remy's history. It would have gone better if Remy had been honest from the morning rather of leaving Deke blindsided at the office. Deke thinks his nuts' conduct are despicable. The developer also prompted Remy to get remedy. While Remy agreed, that doesn't mean Deke will look at him the same ever again. Remy could still lose Deke. After all, the Forrester family can control people's loves, especially if it's a villain. So, Deke could find himself facing a choice between his career and his relationship. Remy went from being straight to gay. Remy is still a bit confused, and he's actually bisexual? If Electra decides Luna's baby is too important to take, she could break up with Will. Indeed, though she hates Remy, they do have a fellowship history. So, could Remy be the shoulder that Electra cries on? Could it lead to commodity further? Sheila making Steffy a pledge she may not be suitable to keep. Sheila seems to have embarked on an unreasoned stint. Luna may be her granddaughter, but she knows that Luna went too far when she was given an alternate chance and squinched it all up by violating Will. Cleric appears to have forgiven her, and Lee is still her surprising BFF, but Sheila knows she has to make amends with Steffy Forrester Finnegan. There's no mistrustfulness. Steffy wouldn't be happy to see Sheila and treat her like she's dirt under her fingernails, but Sheila is determined to have her say. She promises Steffy that Luna will remain behind bars no matter what. Sheila has no intention of helping her, but Steffy isn't relatively sure she can believe Sheila. When has she ever been secure? Sheila doesn't indeed have control over this. Luna has been doing everything she can to get herself sprung, using her gestation for all it's worth. Will it work? While Sheila makes an oath to Steffy, she also thinks that her marriage is back on the right track. She has no idea that Taylor and Deacon ever developed passions for one another over many short remedy sessions. Not only is this unhappy, but it's not indeed credible, but we'll go with it. Taylor can't get Cleric out of her mind while his words renewal in her head. She does earn to have a love of her own, which means she might want to stop allowing about Deacon. Isn't it bad enough that Ridge was no way hers and only hers, as Brooke has always been there? Taylor decide to pursue commodity with Cleric, despite him being married to Sheila? Steffy figure out that there has been someone new taking up her mama's studies? Hope is drooling with her parents about Liam. She doesn't know what the future holds but is glad he's healthy and Beth will have her pater around for times to come. Brooke wants her son to stay open to the possibility of reuniting with Liam. Hope flips the discussion and asks Cleric about Sheila. Brooke doesn't give him a chance to answer and thanks heaven she's out of his life. Deacon says they're only separated, but Brooke thinks Sheila needs to be gone for good after harboring a miscreant like Luna. Hope's parents are giving her a headache. She tells her father how hard she has tried to understand the Sheila of it all. Still, after the Luna trick, Hope needs her father to be done with the Sheila madness. She begs him to come to his senses and notes how Luna nearly took Liam down from her and Beth. Katie, Liam, Bill, and Will are hanging at Spencer Publications. Katie is thrilled to see Liam all strong and vital. Liam is thankful to be alive but also that he went through the experience as it made him a new man. Bill thinks his son should go after the life he now wants with Hope and Beth. Liam notes that's his plan and Katie is excited by the prospect.